God, something about this new hat just feels right.
Get that stuff out of here! It's Southwest Bias!
Welcome into another edition of Southwest Bias, brought to you by our friends at the Husband and Wife Law Team. If you've had a serious injury, call the Husband and Wife Law Team first at 602-783-8841 or visit their website in the description and tell them PHNX sent you. And we are live from Studio K. The point's right and the logo's right there. It's brought to you by our friends at Circle K. Become a member of the Inner Circle today by downloading the Circle K app for free. I'm going to be honest with you. 2025, really the last 12 months, have been tough. Tough for a lot of us. It's been a rough year in general. Tough for me personally for a lot of reasons, both professionally and in my regular life. It's not easy. And when we get to this point in the year, everybody's like, well, it's time to be thankful. We should really just be appreciative of everything we have. There's this onus on being retrospective and looking at things and trying to figure it out on how we can do those things. And I've been doing that this week. And I've realized, even though that there's been very rough moments, that those moments also have reason for thankfulness, right? That even though that they're bad, as a proud Hindu secular free says, dumpster fire garbage moments, there are things within those that you can be thankful for. And it's tough. Believe me, it is tough to look for those and find those. There have been some real dumpster fire moments in my life this year. But I've dug deep and I've found those things. And I think we all can. And I did that with the Cardinals too. Because let's be honest, there has been nothing more painful than watching what this team has become, despite the expectations that we had for them at the beginning of the year. We thought this was a playoff team. I thought, and wrongfully so, that this could finally be the year that Kyler Murray proved who he was as a good quarterback. Now, I was right that he proved who he was. It's just not who we wanted him to be. This offense has been abysmal. This defense has been disappointing. Every aspect of the franchise has been painful to watch this year. But when you look at it, when you dig deep, there is a few reasons to be thankful. Because as a fan of this franchise since 1988, being stuck in football purgatory has been the norm. Sometimes hope, but really no reality of it paying off. The thought that a quarterback could be the guy, but the reality being that he isn't. The thought that a coaching staff finally figured it out and built a culture, but they haven't. That's where we've been stuck in perpetuity. And this season, where finally there were expectations, serious expectations that fell immensely short, I think it might finally wake us all up and wake the franchise up. That now it's time to go out and truly find a guy that you feel is the quarterback of the future. It revealed Drew Petzing as a fraud of an offensive coordinator, even more so than we thought. You can no longer ignore the fact that he is terrible at play calling. Hell, he justified the fact that they didn't spike the ball at the end of the game yesterday. Said he loves chaos. He's turned full Joker. He's an agent of chaos. But unfortunately, that chaos has done nothing but take the Cardinals down with him this year. He justified the final play. And as did Coach Gannon, as did Jacoby Brissett. This year has unveiled and revealed all these things that they actually have to fix. Where if they had had another 500, slightly over 500 year where they were in the playoff conversation but didn't quite make it or snuck in, these things wouldn't have changed. These things would have remained. We would have still been trying to convince ourselves that Kyler Murray was the guy. We would have made excuses for Drew Petzing's offense because of the injuries and whatnot that, they can still do this. But instead, we've realized that that's not the case. And I'm thankful for that because that means real change will come this offseason. It should have come last season, but it was hidden by the fact that they were right in the mix. But real change now has to come. There's no way you can run it back. There's no way you can sit there and say that this team is good enough like they did with the offense. They literally changed nothing on the offense this year. And that was a recipe for disaster. And that disaster means that we will not have to go through that again. And for that, I'm grateful. I also think this year revealed that Jonathan Gannon has work to do. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm grateful for that because I think he got a free pass through those first few years. And now that's not the case. There's questions that have to be answered. There's things that have to be answered for. And I am grateful for that. Sure, this has been a terrible season. This has been an awful season. This has been probably the most disappointing season as an Arizona Cardinal fan since they came to the Valley. But when I look at the Suns and the most disappointing seasons they've had the last two, what did it birth? Complete change, a new direction, a view at how you could truly build culture rather than just talk about it. It's worked so far. And my hope is that this year is that wake-up call for the Arizona Cardinals and that they figure it out. I'm grateful for the fact that we are not a middling team trying to sneak in the playoffs with a quarterback that's had 7 years to prove it and hasn't, and again was having one of those up and down seasons. Now, there's nothing to hide behind. This is a team that's going to have to draft well, spend their money right, and make trades that actually improve this roster for the long term. It's time to find a quarterback. And I'm grateful that we are not going to go into next season with the same crap that we've gone into with this season. But maybe that's just my Southwest bias. A big welcome to the mustache behind the Mac, Shane Diefenbach. Shane, happy early Thanksgiving.
I get a big welcome today.
You do?
And I'm thankful for that.
You do. How are you?
I'm also thankful for the squeaky chair.
All our chairs are squeaky here. Somebody needs to do something about that. Somebody call the general manager and have him actually do some work around here.
Maybe we do that. What was the question?
How are you doing was the question.
I'm good. Things are good. Our red is matching.
It is. Look at that.
You can get this at a discounted price right now.
You can get this as well. Our Black Friday sale has started for our diehard members. Save up to 90% right now. And you can start saving if you're not a diehard member, up to 90% starting on Friday morning. So why not get some of this fresh gear that Shane and I are rocking? This is our brand new branded Bills hat, our Cardinals hat, well, unofficially. And it's comfortable as hell, I'll tell you that. This is my first time wearing it. Just took it out of the package before the show.
Have you been a big Black Friday shopper?
Oh, yes. I used to wait in line at Best Buy.
That's when it was fun.
At 4 a.m, just because I wanted to try to get one of the $315 laptops that they had, or the one Xbox that they had at deep discount. I loved the sea of humanity and just watching people jump over each other to try to get something. My worst Black Friday actually took place late on a Saturday. I went to Walmart and got a 60-inch television for like $150. Got it home and opened it the next morning, and the whole thing was shattered. The whole front was shattered. Had to take it back in. They had none left. Yeah.
Dang.
That was probably my last time I've actually legit.
Well, it's not fun anymore.
Shopping. No.
Everything is just online, and it's all. I mean,
started 2 weeks ago.
Started 2 weeks ago. Yeah. We need more. We need more. People need to suffer for these deals, Espo.
That's what made humanity better. We all had to suffer together to try to save that money.
Now all that's happening is suffering.
Now, by themselves.
No reward.
In isolation. Just sitting there scrolling Amazon for a lightning deal right now. No, we needed to come together as a sea of humanity, all usually freezing our ass off in an attempt to get something we didn't need at a price that was better than it used to be.
I watched a really bad movie on a plane a couple of months ago. It was the Thanksgiving movie. It wasn't actually that bad. What's it called? It came out like 3 years ago. I forget the name. I
think it was Thanksgiving.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the pilgrim mask and the slasher film.
Yeah. And then actually, I kind of liked it now that I'm thinking about it. It was entertaining.
Is that a new tradition?
No. But yeah, the opening scene is people getting mauled during Black Friday.
Yeah, I mean that's a national tradition. I used to love it. And Deborah, thank you for the happy birthday. My birthday is Sunday, and a lot of times it would fall, the day after Black Friday or a couple of days after like this. And I always hated it because I'd get all my birthday money after Black Friday. So I couldn't spend it when I was younger.
Monday.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have Cyber Monday when I was a kid. No, you couldn't buy anything online when I was a kid. It was still a dial-up modem and you were trying to get on AOL to hope that you could check your mail. There was no online shopping. I'm old, Shane, is what I'm saying.
You are.
How do you feel? Are you thankful for anything in Arizona sports right now?
And you're only getting older.
This is true. 42 on Sunday.
Shout out Pat Tillman. Again, didn't remember your question. What did you say?
Are you grateful for anything in Arizona sports? We can include the Cardinals in that.
I'm grateful that the Territorial Cup means something on Friday.
Could have meant a lot more if U of A had closed out one of those games that they lost by a possession.
Could have meant a lot more for ASU if ASU closed out one of those games that they lost by a possession. But, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm thankful for a lot of things in Arizona sports right now. I'm thankful for Kenny Dillingham. I'm thankful for a Suns team that we could watch. I'm thankful for can I tell you something I'm not thankful for?
Of course.
I'm not thankful for Logan Cooley scoring 4 goals the other night. That wasn't very fun to see.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I don't hold it against him.
I'm not
he didn't
for him though.
No, I'm happy for him because he didn't hold us hostage and
what about you?
Sell us. I'm happy for all the bias in the chat. Dylan, Deborah, my wife Tracy, William, everybody that shows up for this show, our staff. I am thankful for each and every one of them. And you as well, Shane, for working your asses off all year to keep this dream going. I'm thankful for my family. And there's a lot of things to be thankful for, even when things can go really bad, like I said in the monologue. And so I'm happy with all those things and appreciative of the fact that we get to try to do this day in, day out. It is a dream. And you know what? Sure, our teams could be better, but we were born in this. We were molded by it. We have learned to live in the darkness when it comes to our teams winning and losing. But I'm happy that I became a sports fan when I was a kid because it also brings a community together, a group of people that you wouldn't necessarily have. And I was a nerd as a kid. I'm a nerd as an adult, and it's nice to know that there's a group of us that can come together over that and over our favorite teams. On the other side of the break, I am thankful for this man because he comes on the program on a regular basis and we can BS like the best of them. It's Mark McClune joining us on the other side of the break right after this on Southwest Bias. The husband and wife law team. I am thankful for good lawyers out there fighting the good fight for you because I had a bad lawyer after a serious accident with my family in the car, and it was a mess. It was a complete and utter mess. Didn't care about us, but the husband and wife law team puts you first. Alex and Alexis Breyer are the husband and wife law team, and after a serious injury, you want to hire an attorney that's focused on your best outcome, not their bottom line, and that is what the husband and wife law team do for you. They have so many things that make it special to work with them. But the practice is 100% dedicated to injury and wrongful death, experienced, specialized, and equipped with the expertise to handle every aspect of your case. Not fly by night, not some group that's just trying to get you in the door so they can get you out and they can make their money. So if you've had a serious injury, call the husband and wife law team first at 602-783-8841 or visit their website at the link in our show notes and tell them PHNX and Espo sent you. And Circle K, I love them. I'm thankful for Circle K, and not just because they're sponsors here. I'm thankful because they are the place that I stop almost every morning. I'm out of gas, so I'm going to have to stop on my way home tonight. But in the morning, I stop, I get my fuel. I get my Coke Zero. Maybe I get something to eat, maybe a little protein bar because I need that in the morning. And Circle K takes care of me. And being a member of the Inner Circle makes it cheaper for me. Not only did I save 25 cents per gallon on my first 5 fill-ups like you will when you sign up, I also enjoy 79-cent Polar Pops, 99-cent Frosters, and so many other great deals that you get, like their Meal Matrix deal, $3 meal that includes a hot dog or a tornado, a select Frito-Lay's chip, and a Polar Pop up to 44 ounces, a $4, $5 meal that gets you so much more. So join the Inner Circle today for free by downloading the Circle K app. Terms and conditions apply, like everything in life. At participating locations, visit CircleK.com for details. And I threatened it before the break, and I welcome in friend of the program, personal friend. It is Mark McClune. Mark, how are you?
Yeah, doing well. Just about to head into Cardinals for the afternoon news conference, and busy day going over to Grand Canyon Soccer, and we got the Suns and Kings tonight on Arizona's Family Sports.
Are you actually doing a program tonight? Are we getting the extra point this evening?
8 o'clock start, so crew's going to go home and have a happy Thanksgiving. We had a great night last night. I don't know if you stayed up late to watch, but our friend Doug Franz joined us from the beach in Maui after Arizona State's big win over Washington State at the Maui Invitational. So, yeah, I'm going to take tomorrow night off. We're back at it Thursday, and big show on Friday. We've got a Suns game, Territorial Cup. We're going to blow out the back end of the show. They're letting me potentially take over Entertainment Tonight's real estate. So really excited about this. We're gonna go for it and try to capture that Territorial Cup audience.
You're gonna blow out what?
Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you tried out for Entertainment Tonight. I don't know if you were up for being one of the hosts.
Kevin Frazier and I have hosted that before. It's super easy. I mean, it's easy to talk about Hollywood. Look, man, I love the extra point. I'm glad you guys are doing it. I can't wait to see what you got going on there. Just please tell me that Doug Franz wasn't wearing a swimsuit when he came on the program out there on the beach.
Okay, Hawaiian shirt up top. Did not see the full attire. He was sitting down. His very talented wife, Jennifer, who I think, she kind of does everything for him, and she just says, Doug, talk. So she was running the camera. So I don't know right. if he went like board shorts, Speedo, flippers. I mean, they're kind of out there having a good time. So I say Doug in a bathing suit. Yeah.
It is a late night show. I mean, you guys are on late night, so you can get a little risque on the extra point. Mark, I'm available. You keep threatening to invite me, and I've never gotten the invite. I'm available, so just remember that. And I'll wear the swimsuit if you want, or a regular suit, whatever you want.
Okay, maybe we'll do the swimsuit show potentially. I might be off that night. It's been a long fall of no exercise and lots of carbs, but I gotta. Once high school football season's over here, we're going to get really back in the gym and start working on some stuff.
Let's talk about the Phoenix Suns. You mentioned it. How are you feeling after this 11-7 start and how everything's going? What are your takes so far?
So I was feeling great, and then they played Houston without Kevin Durant, and now I'm not. It was like we got splashed with cold water in the face. I feel like Houston's a whole nother level and Oklahoma City's a whole nother level. That doesn't mean we can't have a fun season. That doesn't mean that every night on Arizona's Family Sports isn't must-see TV. But I do feel like Amin Thompson is just at another level, and you look at just the dudes and the length and the athleticism Houston has. It's going to be hard to keep up with that, especially if Devin Booker's getting blitzed and double-teamed. I think adding Jalen Green to the mix, that's when it's really going to get exciting if this thing can take off. But you know what? I'm here for what we had leading up to 2021, a connected team, a fun team. And I feel like that's what we have. And let's just enjoy it and ride it and see how far they can go. I'm not expecting to go to the finals, but hey, let's storm the playoffs and try to get a first round playoff win.
I think that game against Houston goes a little differently if you have Grayson Allen, too, because Grayson's been handling a lot of the initiating of offense, which takes some of that pressure off Devin as well. I think just a rough way to go into that game with so many injuries and the way that impacts Devin's ability to operate as well. Cardinals, I said in the opening to this, I'm actually grateful for this season because it's revealed some of the flaws that they have to work on and gives them a pretty clear outlook on what they have to do this offseason. Are you looking at it through an optimistic lens, or what is your perspective now that they sit 3-8 and we know exactly what they're playing for now?
Well, yeah, and I think this season was mostly about trying to get an answer to the Kyler Murray question, and I feel like you have that answer now. If he comes back and plays later on in December, that might make the question even murkier. But I feel like you get that kind of decision made going forward one way or the other. I feel like he's probably going to be playing somewhere else next year, but don't have any direct knowledge of that, and nor I don't think we're going to know anything for into the offseason. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of talent here. I feel like if you now that you're out of it, if you can get a pretty decent draft pick and load up in the draft and continue stockpiling the line of scrimmage, I think that's how you build a good football team. So yeah, I mean, it's disappointing, but I think that you got to chart the course, and we'll be watching those mock drafts like crazy. And I think Jacoby Brissett, I think there's a lot of reason to ride with him next year. And maybe you bring in a quarterback, maybe you draft one, but I don't think you need to reach for one because I think he's proven that he can, steady the ship, and you just keep building in the trenches, and you don't have to really, reach for somebody that's not there, because I feel like in the past, bad teams have had to reach for needs, and that's why they can't elevate.
What are you thankful for, Mark? Whether it's sports or whatever, what are you thankful for? And me is an okay answer.
Yeah, I think this show, definitely. I'm thankful for 99-cent Polar Pops at Circle K. When are you gonna come on? Like when I'm getting gas? Don't you? Wasn't the D-backs podcast? Didn't they show up? Tori Lavella was talking about that one night.
I'm what they call a giver. I let my staff do it. I don't need the glory. I just I just show up and do my humble work here. So I'm not on them.
Well, I'm thankful for your humble work. I'm thankful for Arizona Sports giving us a nightly show, except tonight when it goes past the time. I think our crew's thankful they don't have to stay past 11 because I'm making them stay past 11 for Territorial Cup. So thankful we have a college football game that has everything on the line on Friday night. Thankful for state championship football, which starts Saturday on Arizona's Family Sports. And thankful for April and my kids that we get to hang out. And I'm going to be really thankful if the Texas Longhorns can find a way to beat the Aggies in Austin on Friday before the Territorial Cup. And then I can come on here and complain if Texas doesn't get in the college football playoff.
I look forward to it. Mark, I can go out to Tempe Beach Park and wear the swimsuit and report live from the Territorial Cup if you need it Friday. I'm sure you need an extra.
I feel like haven't you done that before? Isn't that going to be like the third time? Like, do you just swim in the what is it, a lake?
Essentially, it's a fish tank, I believe, the way that they have that thing. But yeah, I mean, why not? I'll go. You know what? How about I'll do this? If the Suns make it to the Western Conference Finals, I'll go swim in Tempe Town Lake. There we go.
Okay, can I double down on that? I think
Sure.
you and I should rent a boat, like one of those dinghies, maybe one of those paddle boats, and I will join you on the entire show, and we will cruise around Tempe Town Lake, and you will. Periodically jump in the lake throughout the show, and people in the chat can tell you which dive to pull off. That
tandem kayak
is
the better move.
All right, well, it'll be like the scene in Tommy Boy where they get stuck in the lake and the fat guy's just screaming at people on the outer banks, as the kids insult us. I'm all in on this, Mark. It'll be romantic. I can bring us a little meal that we can share out there. I think we could win an Emmy for this. I'm smelling an Emmy.
Yes, the boat show.
Yeah. I think we could get it on Arizona Family Sports. I don't think it just has to stay on PHNX. I think this is just quality content.
Between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. in between the extra point replay, I think we have freeze tag. we could probably get rid of freeze tag and put on the boat show.
Deal.
We'll talk to Blanca about that and see if we can make it happen.
Deal. The boat show coming to a television and a YouTube page near you. Mark, we got a game. You know we got a game. Today it's Thanksgiving themed because why the hell wouldn't it be? Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I'm making you blind rank, what do you call it? Thanksgiving side dishes. All right. So I'm just going to throw 5 things out. You got to rank them 1 through 5, and you don't know what's coming next. So first one, stuffing.
5.
Give it 5. All right.
That is criminal.
It is criminal because he's going to see what else is coming up here, and he's not going to be too happy with putting stuffing at 5. Green bean casserole. Where would you rank that?
I'd say 2. I like a good green bean casserole.
You were a sicko and completely wrong on that front. Let's go with mashed potatoes. We got that right, Shane? No, we don't have mashed potatoes. That's cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce 3.
All right.
And it just depends, like, because my family's from East Texas, my mom's side. There's a lot of like gelatin, aspic, disgusting cranberry stuff that I grew up eating. If it's just the cranberry sauce you get out of the can, definitely 3. If it's stuff like Aunt Lou made from Fort Worth, count me out, man.
And you were the sauce in the can should be a number 1 pick in this. Rolls. Where do you put dinner rolls? You only got 1 and 4 left.
I thought we were gonna put like sweet potatoes in here, man. Dinner. I'd put dinner rolls 5, and I'd move up stuffing. Not a big.
That's not how this works. You're locked in.
Okay,
so.
Put it at 4. Put it at 4.
All right, you'll be happy with the final one. It's sweet potato casserole.
Yes, that is 1. Just give me the entire casserole. As a kid, I think they did because I was like, give me 2 pieces of turkey and give me all the sweet potatoes.
This is criminal.
This might be the most disgusting ranking I've ever. Put that back up on the screen, Shane. We got to go. This is the sweet potato casserole 1, green bean casserole 2, cranberry sauce 3, rolls 4, and stuffing 5. This is sicko stuff. How are you gonna live through tomorrow if this is your rankings?
You know what? I live a meager existence. I don't have a lot of friends, and I eat by myself a lot.
If I'm your family, if I'm April and the kids, I'm leaving you at the table alone with that ranking. Here, you take all that stuff. We're going to have the good stuff.
And then, you know what? So one, like, honorable mention, and I learned this from my mother-in-law, Nancy. So get mashed potatoes, and they make corn. So carve out like a circle, put the corn in your mashed potatoes, and put gravy over the top. And that's about as good as it gets right there. Right next to your sweet potatoes, your green bean casserole, and your slices of turkey.
I can agree on the mashed potatoes and the corn. That one's okay. The rest of this is egregious.
Rolls,
I'm just going to ask
calories.
What's your favorite pie then? Like what's the Thanksgiving pies that you go for? Because I need you to save yourself here.
It's probably mincemeat.
Probably.
Dude, I do like mincemeat, but it's not number 1. Pecan pie. A little bit of pumpkin pie, not a huge pumpkin. I that's my one time to eat pumpkin pie. Not a big apple pie guy at all. I do like a good slice of cherry pie.
Hold on, you're from Texas.
Yeah, put mincemeat 2 behind pecan. Wow. Warmed up pecan pie is really it's about as good as it gets.
You're from Texas, the heart of America. And as you Texans like to say, and apple pie isn't one of your favorite things?
Yeah, never been, man. Never, yeah. I don't drive a Chevrolet. I mean, I like baseball, but, it's just not my thing, man. What's yours, by the way?
I agree. Pecan pie is good. I'm a pumpkin pie guy. I love pumpkin pie. Unfortunately, I don't think I can eat any of this year, but I like those. And cherry's good, but apple pie is up there. It's not my Thanksgiving pie necessarily, but I like a good apple pie for sure.
Yeah. Well, have you been to Costco lately and seen the people taking out the big pies by the truckload?
I was there last night. It was a sea of humanity. I went to buy dinners for some of our employees who don't get to go home for Thanksgiving. So they had a nice Thanksgiving meal, and the pie exodus was insane. There are people with like 8 pies in a cart, and these things are the size of freaking actual car wheels, not hubcaps, actual car wheels. And they're taking those those flatbed carts out of there, just stacked with pies last night. Most American thing I've seen.
Very disappointed by the apple pie. That's for sure.
Well, good to know. Mark, always a pleasure. I wish you and the family a happy Thanksgiving. I wish your family over at Arizona Family Sports a great Thanksgiving. You can watch the Extra Point tonight. You said 8 o'clock tonight?
8, so late tip for the Suns. So no Extra Point tonight, but you'll see Tom and Tom on the postgame show, and then we're right back at it Thanksgiving night, and then Territorial Cup Friday night. We're blowing out entertainment tonight. We're going for it. We're bringing you all the post-game coverage. Griffin Demaray will be on the field with Brad Denny from Speak of the Devils. I'll be in studio. So after the game, flip it over to Arizona's family.
I wish I had that Mark McClune schedule, but working tonight here. So, Mark, always a pleasure. We'll talk to you probably next week. Appreciate you.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving to you and the rest of the PHNX family.
Thanks, Mark. That's Mark McClune. You can follow him at Mark McClune on socials. Always a pleasure to talk to him, even though he has egregious food takes that you all should be ashamed that you heard. That's another edition of Southwest Bias in the books. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate the bias in the chat, and I appreciate the mustache behind the Mac more than he will ever know. He works his ass off around here on this show and pretty much every other show here to make sure everything on the production side works. You can follow him at Shane Deef. You can follow the show at PHNX_sports. You can follow me at Espo. Big shout out to my wife, Tracy, my daughter, Rosalani, my parents, everybody in my family. Happy Thanksgiving. Big shout out to Leah Merrill, Emma Spots, Max, the entire PHNX staff. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and ahoy hoy.
We all silly like the mayor.